Hello friends, welcome to Del Soccer. My name is Delali Frank and this is News Daily, where I serve you with all the major trending news in the last few hours. In today's edition, we're going to talk about some few things. Do you know that Ghana plan of hosting the World Cup one day? We're going to talk about Ghana's plan and when we intend to bid for the World Cup, whether we can get it. We're also going to talk about it. We're also going to talk about John PAINSTIL, who has said some few things about the Ghana Football Association. He thinks the GFA is doing quite well, contrary to what his colleagues, Derek Boatin and Najima Bedu, have also said. We're also going to talk about an ex-drummer who has issued an apology to Ghanaians after the Black Meteor's disappointing campaign in the U23 AFCON. We're also going to talk about sensational striker Emmanuel Yeboah, who scored brilliant goals, scored literally 3 goals in the competition and 1 assist, and also got 1 man of the match. He did an interview with Sadiq Adams. We're going to talk about what he said and other things as well. If it's your first time, as usual, hit on the subscription button. Make sure that you be part of this community and let's build this together. But without wasting much time, let's get straight into it. Do you know that Ghana plans of hosting the World Cup one day? So Ghana plan of hosting the World Cup in 2038. Ghana has actually put together a master plan that will see the country host the FIFA World Cup in 2038. The 40-year National Development Plan was developed by the National Development Planning Commission in 2017. The development plan captured the financial and infrastructure targets the country needs to fulfill in order to be ready to host the World Cup. Initially, the person in charge of the commission was Dr. Nimue Thompson, who was a Director General of the NDPC. In an interview with Metro TV far back in October 2017, confirmed that the plan, which was drafted under former President John Dramani Mahama, was submitted to the current government in September 2017. According to Dr. Thompson, the plan includes the construction of a Black Star Stadium with the best 21st century technology, while the roof will be made up of solar panels. It will be constructed and connected to road and railways in Ghana. The long-term development plan also includes hosting not only the World Cup, but the Olympic Games. So, Ghana actually have a plan of hosting the World Cup in 2038. The document was initially presented to the government in 2017. But I don't know what brought this and what's really rekindled all this conversation. But do you think Ghana can host the World Cup ever in our life? Someone said that in 2038, by the time they'll be ready to host the World Cup, the country will be empty because everybody is leaving Ghana. But are we on track to host the World Cup? Can we host it? Is it possible? So, in terms of country size, I think Qatar has proven to all of us that no matter the size of your country, you can host the World Cup. Because if you look at the size of Qatar, basically Ghana is bigger than them. But when it comes to resources and financial willingness, that's what Qatar has more than Ghana. But maybe by 2030 now, BBS, something may happen and then Ghana will have enough money. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Can Ghana host the World Cup? Are we in any position to host the World Cup? What do you think? Away from the World Cup, let's talk about the Olympic Games and then the U23 African Cup of Nations. So you all know that Ghana failed to qualify for the U23 African Cup of Nations after unfortunately missing out and failing to qualify out of our group. One of the players that were exciting and you all will remember him is none other than the striker Emmanuel Yeboah. Before the competition, Asamoah made a tweet about him, and the player in an interview with Sadiq Adams had admitted that that tweet by Asamoah was strongly part of the reason why he wanted to excel, because a legend like Baby Jet believing in you and tweeting about you means that he has drawn a lot of attention on you, and as a result of that, you need to prove to everybody that you are a very good player. So he said Baby Jet's tweets influenced him and convinced him to play beautiful football, and that is why he did his best to score more goals. He did an interview with Sadiq Adams And I would say that go look for that interview. It was a very beautiful and exciting interview. Go look for it. Let's talk about another player in the Black Meteors, and that is Ernest Nuama. So Ernest Nuama, whom we were expecting so much from him prior to this competition, but unfortunately really did not play to everybody's expectation, has issued an apology to everybody. In the apology, he said, "No excuses, but our performance as a group were below expectation." He said, "Personally, I could have done better to help the team as a group. If we ever had the opportunity again, Ghana deserves better." He further on reflected that, "I made some wrong decisions, but I'm grateful for this opportunity." I like him. I like young players and I like human beings that show up, take responsibility, and are willing to work on themselves and become better. Basically, we're expecting so much from him, but he really didn't live up to expectation in as much as that he scored only a goal in that competition. Let's move away from the U23 and talk about John Pencil. So John Pencil, in an interview, has said some few good things about the Black Stars. The FA. He has said that there's been good things under the current Football Association, and this comes after Derek Barton and Ajiman Bedu have gone ballistic, like they've said so many things about the FA, have said that the FA has not been good, and they think they've been bad. But for Pencil, he said, "We the ex-players have had the opportunity to start our coaching career under the Kurt Okriko administration. And at this administration, we get the opportunities to be involved in several activities." Talking about football development at large, Ghana Football Association can't do it alone. He said, "We made a statement." I think this thing I've said it on campus that it's very difficult for any country or any football association to only single-handedly develop football. And he made an example with Morocco. He said, "Take a look at how the government of Morocco and Senegal have supported and contributed to football development in these two countries. I believe the Ghana government is willing to offer support too." I think government really needs to be involved in it. But let me know what you think. Do you think your man is saying something good? But he went ahead to say something that I like. He said that Boateng and Ajiman Bedu have their opinions about how Ghana football is being run, and it's based on their experiences. And views are different and are based on mine experiences too, which is brilliant. We don't have the right to make opinions. We don't have to insult each other. It's based on what he sees, how he is involved in things. He's going to speak from his perspective. Everybody is also going to speak from their perspective. But let me know what you think. Do you think Ghana can host the World Cup in 2038? Charlie, the World Cup in Ghana, go be you. What do you think about NX? Do you think he really didn't play to everybody's expectation? Let me know what you also think about that in the comment section. But until we meet again, bye-bye for now.